Welcome to the Arsenal stand, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Mr. Lofter, right here as we get started every single day, guys. Let us go on and look at this wonderful game. And you guys already know we have the New Jersey on, new home kid. I've just ordered mine, so I thought it was gonna arrive today, guys, and it didn't really get here. So let's give me grace. I will actually get mine as quick as possible, and we will be able to review it fully. But we have some few things that we need to talk about this jersey. I mean, it looks dope to me. It looks really beautiful. It looks wonderful to me, and I'm gonna take a little look at it. But if I get mine in as early as possible, guys, even before Burnley game or maybe the next last weekend, I should be able to get my jersey, and it will be fun, guys. To like, I like it though. I like the way it looks. I like every single thing about it. I love how it's actually very iconic, and the history behind it as well. Uniting the fans and stuff like that. I love it. But we will get to that as soon as possible, guys. It's been wonderful. It's been really. I miss you guys. I miss you. Where have you? I hope you're all well. I hope each one of you is really doing great, and I hope the family is well as too. But all the community, if you're not yet part of the community, please subscribe to the channel and become a community, a family. That guys, we build this family together, and we want to make it deeper and higher and lovely. And every single day that we come here, really, we want to discuss every part of the game of football. As you already know, guys, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful, guys, to see all sorts of games going on this wonderful week. We have Premier League going on, we have Africa finals going on, so there are all sorts of games that we will keep our eye on as well. And you guys already know, I mean, it's been great. Oh man, Liverpool yesterday wonderfully beat. with- they were beat by you know I mean, by Aston Villa 4-2, man. That was an epic game. I mean, Aston Villa, man. I thought they were kind of struggling, but they turned around things, man. They have moved around and battling and giving all their biggest, giving Liverpool a hard knock, man. A hard game for Liverpool today. I mean, yesterday that was not a good game, man. Liverpool need to change. I don't know if they will make top four or they will make the Champions League. We will see, but the results, I mean, Premier League, man. Premier League is unpredictable, as you guys already know. It's not the easiest game as everybody, think it is every time. And, if, I mean, of course, Aston Villa has been on form and stuff like that. And you could see, I mean, they, I mean, Liverpool, I think they have some challenges. Liverpool next season, if they don't change things, man, it's gonna be a difficult season. And it's a lot. People are already calling for his neck. People are already calling for this. And man, Liverpool has decided to go with him. He's gonna stay, but let's see if they could make it actually to European League, which is, I mean, Champions League, or I mean FA, I mean Champions League, or even what is it, Europa League, or Conference League. But this is not good. It's not looking good for Arne Slot. It's not really looking good. If Aston Villa can beat you 4-2, that's not a good move. But anyway, we are not in for that. But that's the one result that has already actually moved on in the Premier League, and I wanted to just talk about that a little bit and give you my opinion on it. But I think, yeah, they need to step up. They really need to step up if they really want to be be there for next season's Champions League, because the stake is becoming a little bit, difficult. It is not what it is, as we always know. But I think if we can really, really, improve, I mean, if they can improve a few things in there, and so they should be able to win, and get secure that, that tough that that good place for the Champions League. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. As we guys know, tomorrow we have games going on, which is today, guys. I mean, on Sunday we have some games going on, and very, very good. We have Manchester United playing Nottingham Forest. That's a very big game too. Brentford playing Palace. That's going to be another big game as well. And Leeds playing Brighton. That's going to be another big game. Wolves playing maybe Fulham. That's all great game. And we have Everton playing Sunderland. That's another wonderful game. And Newcastle also will play. That is West Ham. That is a big game for West Ham, guys. And we know West Ham has been a very, very difficult team to beat. And Arsenal knew it. I mean, we played West Ham last weekend. You guys already know how everything was so tough. And until till the end of the game, that's when we at least achieved some few things. And Trossard was the man of the match for me, getting that goal. That was really, really tremendous. And I think it has given us a lot of confidence. Going forward as we go to play Burnley, it's going to be a massive. We're going to look at the preview of the Burnley game as well, and also take a little bit of I look at the new jerseys that we have as well, because I mean, I was waiting for mine. Like I said, I haven't got it yet. So we will be a little bit looking at the history from the website for the Arsenal, and also understand a little bit of about the jersey as well. And also, you guys already know there is a massive game coming on Monday, man. It feels so strange. It feels so strange that we are talking about Monday football. We haven't really played in the Monday football for ages, guys. For so long. I don't know why. Like, we always play Sunday, Saturday, and Champions League weekends and stuff. We haven't played on Monday for so long. I can't even remember when we played on Monday, guys. I don't really remember when we played on Monday. But anyway, as you guys know, it will be a massive game on Monday. Burnley, coming to the Emirates, and everything is set. We're gonna have the player greeting all, session. It's almost like they want to create that atmosphere. It's the last game of the season. I would love it to be, on a Saturday or Sunday, like the rest of the Premier League games, but having it, today being played right, the game being played, on a Monday, it's not terrible. It's not the worst game you can ever talk about, but also we know for sure that Burnley will bring their a game. I know people are saying, "Oh, the game is just gonna be so weak, and everybody's gonna do this and that. Arsenal is just gonna thrash maybe Burnley." But guys, Burnley drew with Aston Villa, as you guys know. It's not gonna be just like a walk in the park, and Arsenal would just go and drive, things like that. But I think it's been wonderful. Anyway, we played Burnley in the beginning of the season. I guess it was good for us as well. But now at the Emirates, of course, I expect Arsenal to win this game, no matter what. We should win it, even if people think it's not going to be easy game. Of course it's not going to be easy, but everyone is saying, I mean, I looked at Burnley's what we call the press conference. The coach was saying, they have nothing to lose. They're just going to show that they look at it as another moment for them really to go and play the game of football and show to the world that they're still there. Even if they're relegated, it's just a balance of being in the game. But I think the atmosphere that Arsenal is going to create in this particular game, maybe prior to the game, will be the best atmosphere, because it's the last game of the season. We need to go there and get the win. The only thing we need from this particular game, no matter what happened with the new jersey that we have on, I think we may be able to wear the new jersey. I have not confirmed yet, but if we wear the new jersey, that would be really, really good. Of course, the last game for the Premier League, we would not wear the new jersey. We'll have to still stick with the old one, because that's what the rule of the Premier League says, that we should really stay, with the jersey that we have been potentially using for the season. So that means we will still keep that jersey on for the last game, that is against Crystal Palace. But as you guys know, Arsenal is on the verge of making history, as always, making history and making it work for every single person. Right? The jersey, that we have here, guys, it's wonderful. It's really, really wonderful, guys. Really, really wonderful. I like the stripes. At least it's not like pure red. We have that red color and we have those brown, going around it as well. It looks good, man. I like the long sleeve as well. I like the short sleeve as well. The unveiling of it, it's it's super, super unique, man. I love it. I love the uniqueness of the jersey as well. Let's see what it actually means in the website for the Arsenal when they unveil it, what they really say about the jersey itself. I think they said it's actually, related to the inspiration of the kids. Let's see here the inspiration, a little bit of it. Adidas and Arsenal have revealed a new home kit for the 2026-2027. Let me actually share the screen so you can see a little bit of it as well, so we can see the history. I like the history behind the new jersey, of course, because it's a wonderful look. And if I get mine here, you guys will also for sure have a look at of it, and it will be good, really. Let's see here. So this is what they're saying. The Adidas and Arsenal have revealed our new kit for the 2026-2024 season, celebrating 20 years of Emirates Stadium as a home with a special design and launch film exploring the shared memories of our players and supporters. Now, the launch film celebrates the strong connection to our supporters around the globe, pairing six players, including Martin Odegaard, that is Alessia Russa, with six supporters from North London to New York City to for real. Conversation rooted in shared memories and experience of their time at the Emirates. That's amazing. I'm glad that at least they have that intact. Now, bringing supporters closer to more than ever, those who purchase the home kit directly through Arsenal Direct or official club store will also receive a limited edited collectible NFC card, which is great. I think I ordered it through there, so hopefully I will get that. When scanned, the card takes supporters directly to the Arsenal app, where they can listen to exclusive voice notes from players and record their own messages for the chance to receive a phone call back. Hopefully, I will get one of those. Beautiful, man. Odegaard said, wearing this shirt means representing something much bigger than ourselves. We carry the pride and belonging felt by our supporters around the world. Our connection with the team inspires us, and I feel so proud to wear this kit to honor what this badge and what Arsenal stands for. This is wonderful. I think for a long time we haven't heard something with the connection like this, and 20 years of celebration at the Emirates. I hope we clown this at the end of the season with a trophy. That's just my hope. I hope we clown this with, at the end of this with a trophy in our hands, and the Premier League, lifting it at the end of the Premier League. That would be magnificent. It would be wonderful, as you know. Arsenal and the Emirates has been, a very, very big, a very big connection. I see players coming in every day. I see how connected, every single fans is when you go to the Emirates. So it's a really good jersey, man. I like it. I like it, man. I really, really like it. I wish I'd brought mine here, so I would have actually shown you guys. But see the Gunners motoring a new 2026 kit. I don't want to see that. It is a core. The shirt stays true to our unmistakable identity. Combining a rich red body with scripts, wide sleeves to deliver instantly recognizable heel house. Seal out. The design features a subtle visual reference drawn from Emirates Stadium, which is, we show that we saw that really in the Emirates Stadium. If you see all those colors, it's a big blend. I love it, including its what we call bespoke crew neck collar, which of course I like that color. When you compare with this one, I like this one here, but I think the one that comes with the new jersey, it feels more, kind of relaxed. It's not like this, the way I like that color, which is good. Just a little bit of a stripe. It's almost kind of like a t-shirt, which is great. I like that one so much, the way it is now. The color inspired by the sweeping roof lines and subtitle red patterning across the body, which hides depth and textures. Yeah, it also has really, really great textures, though. Let me take a look at if I could see the real picture of it, kind of zoom it in. Um, This is so. Let me see if I can zoom for. If we look at is like the pattern on the. These are all. This website keeps changing pictures. I want to see the big pictures, guys. Why? What are you guys doing? I don't need any of that. I just need to see the real picture. Yep, there you go. Let me click on this and see. This is just model. I mean, I'm not gonna shop for anything in here. Let me see what this guy has. Um, oh man, I'm not buying anything from you guys. Oh man. Anyway, let me get back to that. Anyway, it's a nice jersey. I would actually do a little bit of a stream. I mean about it when the real thing come out. But anyway, that's enough of the jersey. But it look good to me. It looks good to me. It looks really good to me in my opinion. But hopefully everything will be magnificent after we get the jersey for next season, and maybe we can win the Champions League with it. We can win more Premier League trophies with that same jersey. That would be magnificent. Now, let's look at Burnley. Burnley game, and we have, as you guys already know, Burnley has been very difficult this season. Of course, they have been relegated already, and last position in the league. I mean, Burnley, man, Burnley has been terrible this season, but they did get some few points from Aston Villa, which and also they have nothing to lose in this particular game. They have nothing to lose, and you look at them, they're number 19, just a draw against Aston Villa. The rest of the game has been, Barnsley, but I mean Burnley's record is just horrible, man, very bad. So we have, they have just strictly. This is a relegation record, as you already know. Um, Wow, how many wins? Just 4 wins in the entire season. That's terrible. And negative 36 goal difference, 21 points, 73. This is so bad for Burnley. But anyway, they're relegated. But I've seen Arsenal play, one time against Wolves, and they were also relegated, but still Arsenal struggled. But now let's look at the game itself, because the main purpose of this is to review the game and talk about the game itself, and we shall understand and get to the big thing. Now, what do I think of this particular game? I think this game is going to be really tough. It will be a very difficult game, of course, for for the Arsenal players. But I think the preparation that we have, with the game, as Arsenal is going to have, the kind of atmosphere that we had against Athletic Madrid, since it's the last game. We shall also have, player meet and greet as well, which is going to be fun for every single Arsenal fan. That would be enjoyable. And also the next thing is, it's going to be Monday night. I know it's going to be tricky with people going, to watch the game at that particular time, since it's a little bit late as well. So let's hope maybe the connection between the players and everyone would be, top notch at the end of the season. When you have your last game, you need to win it. And I think Arsenal will win this game, because it is a must win for me, a must win. And we need to keep this, trophy right close to, get Manchester City close, because right now Manchester City is 2 goals, one goal difference ahead of us, and they're just 2 points down from us. So keeping that gap to the end of the season would be great. And I think if Arsenal can just do their job and win this game, of course, it will be very massive boost as we take it to the last day of the game, which is massive. We need those games to be played well. We need, Arsenal players to be on it. I don't want to see any complacency. I don't want to, underrate Burnley and not give our best, because we are fighting for the title here. And I think the players will keep their best as always, because I know what we have to do. We don't have to worry about, goal difference and people. I know people have been talking about, oh, Arsenal has to beat, Burnley so many goals, and so that we can, capitalize on the goal difference and stuff. But for me, I think the main thing is right now is for us to just get that win. Whether it's 1-0, whether it's 2-0 or 3-0, I don't really care. I need to get that win in the bag. And if we get the win in the bag, that means we shall be in position really to move forward and get the points. And we are moving close, 1 or 2 steps to winning the Premier League. And guess what? We still have the Champions League ahead as well. And this would actually mean a world to every Arsenal fan if we win both trophies. Of course, I know it's going to be difficult, but my only desire is at least keep this in context and keep this, time close so that we can win this particular game as much as possible. Because if we win this, that brings us closer to winning the Premier League. Now, what are some of the things that I see in this particular game? I know Mikel Arteta has all the players week off. They're celebrating. I mean, they have been rested, and that's why Mikel Arteta had the press conference that last Thursday. Actually, in the press conference, we shall look at some of the key things he said. The only thing is, Jurgen Timber, he said, is actually improving. So or potentially maybe he would be available. He might be available for the game as well. So I mean, not this particular game, but I think within the time, as you guys know, Ben White is injured and it's not going to be available for this game coming up. And also, Mikel Merino is still, unavailable as well. He won't be available for this particular game as always. And the only player that is the two players that are back that I believe are very, very crucial to this game. That is Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard is all back. So potentially they may start this game, in my opinion. But I will give you my starting lineup as well and see exactly what I think would be a very, very good lineup for us to beat Burnley. Of course, there's any lineup that will come. I mean, we should be in pole position really to beat Burnley. If we cannot beat Burnley at home, that means we are not ready to win the Champions League or we are not ready to win the Premier League as well. Because with the amount of players that we have and with every single, points that is at stake, we should be in good position to win, guys. We should be in good position to win. But it's been wonderful, man. Now let's look at the game because Burnley has now been a little bit tricky team. I know getting that points against Aston Villa and Aston Villa all of a sudden today, like thrashing Liverpool thoroughly, 4-2. It makes me wonder, like, because they have nothing to lose. Like they can give us a big challenge. They know the occasion is there. They can impact a lot. They have good players. Burnley. When you look at the game against Manchester City, and Manchester City beating them just one. Of course, I know that was at their home, tough more, but at the Emirates is a different story. We will be there, monsters. Driving and driving and doing our job as a team. We should be in good position, really, to take that advantage. I believe if we can win, score at least one or two goals in the first half, that would give us a very, very big boost to move on and get more goals. I know they might come and, defend. They have nothing to lose. They can play their own game their style, wherever they think is best for them at that particular moment. And I believe as long as we can keep our cool, as long as these players can really, really fight and stay there for the game and not really worry about the occasion and stuff, I think we should be in good shape to win this game because I believe these players have it in their heart that they are capable of winning. And we have seen it 2 games down the road. If you cannot win against Burnley, man, I'm sorry, you cannot win the league. You cannot win the Champions League, in my opinion. And these players have to go out there and do their job and, win it for us and win it for themselves as well because we have been waiting for these moments. These are moments where you see a team, really, really getting close to every single move, and this is a team where you want them to perform at the time when they matters. Because I have no Arsenal has been a tricky game sometimes, a tricky team. I mean, sometimes when you really want them to perform at a certain level, they don't really do that for you. But when you move, when you give them, you know, a slight pressure and stuff. And I think this game has no pressure completely, but I think we don't have to underlook Burnley because being a relegated team doesn't mean they don't play good football. They do play good football and they can attack, they can even score. The example is very, very, you know, out there, playing against Aston Villa. Aston Villa thought maybe, Burnley being relegated, there's nothing else they can do, but they got a draw. It was, 2-2. So they have nothing to lose. They can even ruin a pursuit for the champ. I mean, for the trophy. And I think we don't need to underlook at this team. I know everybody's saying, "Oh, we're gonna score 5, 6 goals against them," but I've seen Burnley play really, really good football, guys. Like good football, even if they're being relegated. I think sometimes we have to take a look at they don't really have good qualities at finishing. When you look at that game against, I'm trying to compare with the game that played against Manchester City because Manchester City people thought they were gonna like thoroughly, blow away Burnley, and but they ended up scoring only just one goal, which makes it a little bit tricky for me to even look at this game. Of course, it's at the Emirates and the last game of the season. The players should be on it, the fans should be on it, and the atmosphere that they're going to create. Because I've heard I've seen like they're gonna have a lot of a lot of great and mid and great players, the kind of atmosphere that we had last time. But it's a Monday, people are working and stuff. Like, I don't know the traffic situation and how that would work really to help, boost that momentum, but I think if we can re-energize that same atmosphere that we had against Atletico Madrid, we could blow away Burnley. Definitely, we would blow away Burnley, in my opinion, if we create that same atmosphere for the Arsenal in this Monday game. Burnley won't really understand every single thing, because the atmosphere alone at the Emirates, if we have everybody on it and the players, going by it, and it's the last game of the season, you have nothing to lose. You have to go there and scream, scream, and shout and have fun and enjoy, because you that's the last time you're going to be at the Emirates for the Premier League. And I think the season ticket guys would actually enjoy, one time and another. And I believe this team is capable of blowing away Burnley, probably 3-4 goals, in my opinion. But the only thing I've seen is sometimes Arsenal in games that we think they should actually do their best and play their best football, they undermine the team. They get the prime example is the game against Wolves. We went there to Wolves, played that game, won 2-1 at the moment where we didn't even expect Wolves to get a point out of us. All of a sudden, Wolves scored a goal and ended up 2-2. I hate that game, and I still look at it and say, what did we just do? Like, I mean, it was shambolic performance for me. I hope we don't really undermine Burnley and do our job and perform and win our games. Anyway, it doesn't matter what what we do in the I mean what we have done before. Now is the future. That's how I look at it. Now it's what we are seeing coming up in the future. And the future is on Monday. If we can win, if we can win this particular game, that would be one or two steps, because I think we would be having one hand on the trophy. And I know Arsenal, guys. I know Arsenal. I've watched Arsenal many times. I still remember the Aston Villa game where we had to win that game. I think, and then we ended up drawing it, the last game, and Manchester City winning the game. I still remember that. I hope that is not going to be the situation. I hope that is not going to be the moment that Arsenal will bring to us again. That memory, that nostalgic moment. I don't want to think about it. I believe Arsenal, if we bring our game, if we play our football, because when you look at the style of football, at least at the moment that Mikel is trying to play, I think it suits the teach. I mean, it suits everybody. It suits Trossard. And we see him actually coming up. Now I realize that Trossard wasn't really in his real mindset playing football for Arsenal. That's why he wasn't really performing well. Now I've realized, because of the family issues that they have. Sometimes we as fans, we forget that these players have families, they have friends, they have everything, and everything that goes behind the scene, and we don't really care about that. But like, these players are human, and if Trossard now has come back and he's scoring crucial goals like this after the wife divorcing him, and they are part ways from what I've heard and things like that, we just have to leave them private, and we wish them everybody good life and stuff like that. But I think Trossard at the moment will still be a clutch player. And I think in this game as well, I would start him as well, and let him do his thing, because we need him. He's like, I think Trossard is one player that people underrate. If he's there on form, if he started scoring, I think he scores very, very crucial goals. When you look at the games that Trossard has played for Arsenal, he only scored like clutch goals, man. Really, really very important goals every moment, and that's why I love Trossard. And I think for these few games that he has played, PSG, Atletico Madrid, the games against Fulham, and this game against, West Ham as well, he has just returned like a real monster. And that is the kind of player we want. Because right now, when you see Yoko is struggling scoring goals, Martinelli is struggling, Bukayo Saka, not really on form after returning. He did score in the Champions League, of course, the only goal which took us, to the finals, of course. But the game against West Ham, he wasn't really on it. So hopefully, as I look at this, my starting 11 for this particular game, this is how I'm gonna set my team. Now, for me, I think since Ben White is not there, this is just automatic that we will start Mosquera. I don't want Mikel trying to put Declan Rice or may try to put No Good or somebody else in because we have Mosquera. Mosquera has played there a few times, and I think when he came also against West Ham, he did a really, really good job. I think I would keep Mosquera. Like I would keep Mosquera right there and let him play since Blanco is off. Ben White is not playing anymore, so Mosquera would start for me on the right. And of course, on the left, I saw Calafiori, turning around. I think he did train as well, so he's gonna be available. But for this particular game, maybe because Calafiori started that first one, I would keep him in the bench and start, start Nkapia because Nkapia has been really good though. He's such a good defender. The only thing with him is he doesn't really attack so well. I mean, when it comes to defending, the real defending, he is such a good player. I think he popped up a little bit in the forward line, but he is not like Calafiori where he's everywhere. I feel like when we play with Calafiori, we find a lot of, spaces in between and Calafiori goes forward and he, kind of balances things. He moves things around here and there and keeps the ball moving. And we look more attacking when Calafiori is on the pitch for me. But I think, since he kind of got a knock last time against West Ham, I think it would be a good idea to keep him out and let Nkapia start this particular game. So my defense, I would start with Nkapia, Gabriel Saliba, and then Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, and also Mosquera. That would be my defense. My defense. Let me know, guys, if you think that's still the one you go. I think I will go with either. With this team, I think either I would go with any. Mosquera, if Mosquera starts, I would be happy with it. But I think with right back for sure, I want to keep Mosquera. The reason is I want him to get into the pace unless he gets injured. But I want him to get in the pace of winning the game and staying there and getting into the rhythm of playing right back because we need somebody there. Since Ben White is already out, we need somebody, and Jordan Timber is not available. Of course, this game is too early for him. He wants to really come for it. I guess maybe the last game or maybe Champions League. My only prayer is let Timber come back before the Champions League finals, guys. I pray Timber returns. That would be my prayer. I pray Timber returns, man, because otherwise we are cooked. We are absolutely cooked because I don't really trust Mosquera to battle Bacola or Bacol Vitinha or Bacol, Varescalia in the wing with the pace that those guys have. Don't get me wrong, Mosquera is a good player, but like defending against those fast players for Mosquera, if he's not on pace, it's going to be so, so difficult. Like I said, Arsenal doesn't now have a prolific, a real design fullback. And like I said, Arsenal hasn't signed like a real, real, real fullback for us, like a real left back, a real right back. I don't know why. Mikel is just transforming, center backs into left backs. Even Ben White is not a real right back. Center back transform into, like this is a makeshift, how do you call it? A makeshift, right backs. And also the same thing with the right back. And Kapi plays in the defense, like in the central defense. He's now going to play, in in our left back. And the same with Calafiori. So potentially, like right now, we don't have any crucially, like you call them real right backs. Arsenal hasn't signed like a real right back. I think since what is his name? I think even Tomiyasu was not a real right back. He was also a central defender. I don't know why Mikel doesn't have that, he doesn't have that desire to buy like a real right back for us. It's so strange. It's really so strange because every single left back and right back we have in the team are makeshift ones. They're they're center defense. I guess that's why most of these players are getting injured because playing right back and playing, left back is totally different, a different thing altogether because you're running up the pitch, down the pitch, and you're going, overlapping and stuff. But when you play in the right back, you don't run that much. Like you still keep your pace and stuff. But like if you're playing right back and left back, you run a lot. And all our makeshift, right back and left back have gotten injured this season, and it doesn't make sense to me. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It's unbelievable. But it is what it is. Sometimes, I mean, I know Mikel loved the versatility of these players. He loves to play this kind of football where he brings, he wants every player to play multiple positions, which is great. I love it. But sometimes you need to have a concrete number, a real player that is fit for that particular position, and you play them like in the position that they deserve to be playing in. I see you guys in the chat. Big up to yourself. So in the flesh, big up to yourself, man. I appreciate you coming in. Bobby, I appreciate you coming in, man. I will see you. Let me finish this real quick and I'll get to your comments. But like that is just my I was building the team. So my defense, I will keep that same defense, guys. And I think would be really, really good for me to yeah, to to potentially have that as a and have that defense. Now in the midfield right now, I think my midfield with Odegaard coming back, he was really very, very crucial in the last game. And I think I would start Odegaard in this game just to give us that more, flair. And if he's in the rhythm, and I think he would give us a little bit extra, spice in the team and trying to create more goals for us. And I think Odegaard, I will start Odegaard, of course, Rise and MLS. That's my starting. I would let Eze rest for a little bit, maybe play Eze at Crystal Palace. That's how I look at it. That would be my midfield: Rice, MLS, and Odegaard. That would be my midfield. And of course, the striking line. I mean, up front, I will still keep my guy, Gyökeres, and also have Bukayo Saka and Trossard. That is going to be my starting 11 for the game as well. So it's going to be massive. It will be really, really good for me if we play that particular system. I mean, that particular. I would go for 4-3-3, as you get it, as you guys can guess already. So that would be my perfect team. Let me know your predicted lineup, and let me know what you think of mine. And also, yeah, we can discuss and see which one works for you. But I think it's going to be a tough game. Of course, people are underrating Burnley, but I think Burnley will give us a hard run for our money. Much as we are still at home, Burnley has been performing so well, so well in a lot of in a lot of games, and I think it will be massive. Let me get to your comments, guys, and we get it started. Big up to yourself, man. This is from Twitch there. I don't know what it is, but I am just tuning in, bro. But fullbacks, like who? What do you mean fullbacks? I mean, I was talking about how defense. I think you might have understood. So I'm saying Arsenal don't have a real, real number. In real sense, we have number 3 and number 2. That's how we call it. But having a left back and a right back, we haven't signed like a real left back and a right back for a long time now. All our left back and right back are makeshifts. That's what I was talking about. Swin the flash. Big up, but thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining. I feel like he tried with Nuno, Tavares, and Cedric. I mean, I mean, Tavares was a good player. The only thing he was a role player. He was a very, very role player. He needed more time at Arsenal. He needed more time. But I think Mikel wasn't patient with him with his attitude and stuff. But I don't know how far he has gone with his game, but he had he was a good player for me. The only thing he was just too raw. He's almost like Madueke to me. Yeah, Tavares was almost like Madueke the way he played at Arsenal. So, I mean, but Cedric, he was old dog, going to the end of his career. I don't think he was just that perfect, right back that I thought. I mean, I could I mean, he did play fairly good football for us, but he was also like injured as well most times. So, oh, let me see the City fans. Arsenal will bottle. Arsenal will bottling in the next match with Burnley. No, man, we have no chance, man. Have no chance. Thank you for joining, though. Thank you for joining. Nuno Mendes and Nakimi are different. I mean, yeah, those are two different class, man. Like I said, if we can get real right back and left back in the Arsenal squad, man, that would be good. That would be so good for us, man. We need those two. I think because we have gotten a lot of injuries. I know they said people. I mean, Arsenal is looking at what is his name? This Newcastle guy. What is his name? I even forget his name. What is in? If I remember, then I'll pronounce. I mean, there's that number 2 for Newcastle. He's also injured prone though. I don't really want him to at Arsenal, but it would be a good fit for the game. But let's see. Um, I don't like the new kid, man. You don't like why, man? I mean, Bobby, why? Why don't you like the new kid? I think it looks good to me. Why? I mean, it looks good to me. I'm waiting for actually. I mean, I wanted to get this. I actually, I mean, I ordered it already, but I wanted to get a wait for the away kits as well, or the third kit. That might be a lot more. I mean, always the away kit looks nicer than the home kit. The home kit is just the primary color. Everything is more or less the same and stuff. I think they changed the in the home just they changed that. Those marks and stuff, all the but I think I mean I like it. I like it. Maybe if I get it then I will see if I like it or not. But in the picture it looks good to me. Do you not think Timber is elite? When is he fit? I mean, Timber is a good right back, of course, but I think he was bought as a defender, right? Like a fullback. I mean, like a number 4, number 5, right? I don't think he was brought as a right back for Arsenal. Um, but Timber I mean, he's a very, very good player. Don't get me wrong. He's such a good player in the right back. But because Mikel Arteta, with his naivety, I think, let me call it that, he doesn't rotate these players. He knew for sure Timber was injured, ACL, coming back, playing almost for the entire season, no rest. That's too much for a player that had ACL, man. That's something that I criticize Mikel Arteta for. He doesn't give the players some break, man. He knew for sure Timber had ACL and he's returning to his game of football. Give him time, really. Play him a few games. Don't play him every single time or every single week. That's too much for his legs. That's the criticism I have for Mikel. He doesn't really keep these players fit. He doesn't, rotate them enough so that we get these players fit at the end of the season. That's why every April we just don't play our game. We don't play our real football in April because of that. Like seriously, if we had a chance to play a real football with every player fit, I mean, by now we should have been maybe 15 points ahead of Manchester City. And now we are struggling with 2 points. We have to win our game, and we're taking this game up to the finals. For me, this season, we would have been far ahead of Manchester City had we all, had all our players fit and, played our game and Mikel had been rotating the team so that we can have every balance in the team. We would have been way higher in points compared to now. So it's just crazy. Ateta is beaten by the Pep bug. Remember Jao Cancelo. I understand that, man. You're right. It's in the flesh. Mosquera can do a job in the league, and I think Mosquera will have to start first half of Champions League final. I think, I mean, if we don't have anybody, man, we don't have anyone. Of course, he has to, if unless Timber comes back. I was praying at least if Timber returns, I would try to play him, in the finals. But you don't know what you will get after not playing for a while and bringing him straight away into the finals. I don't think it's a good idea, though. It wouldn't be a good thing for you to throw, Timber right away into the finals just like that after not playing football for almost 3-4 months, in my opinion. So I don't know. Maybe Mosquera will be the man for us in the Champions League and finish the league for us as well. He's a good player. He's such a good player. I think he's a good player. We'll keep him there. We can't underestimate Burnley. They lost 1-0 to City. maybe we should play Odegaard and Eze both in the midfield. I mean, I don't dispute your idea. I don't dispute your idea, but I think I would keep Eze out. Eze hasn't been performing really, really well to me. I feel like in the last few games he's underperformed. Atletico Madrid game he underperformed. And also when you look at um, the game that we played against even Fulham, the last game we played as well, it didn't impress me so much. He was just jogging on the pitch. It gives us that flair, but I think Lewis Kelly might be a fit for this game because he drives the ball forward. He takes the ball forward. So that's why I opted for him. And I think if we start Lewis, Odegaard, and what is his name, Luis Odegaard, and Rice. That might be a good midfield for us to play against Burnley, and I think or I would even rest Rice and start Subamendi, Miles Lewis Kelly, and and Odegaard. So wherever works in there, but I think I mean whichever. I think with this game, whoever we put in there, man, should do the job. We should be in position to win. Laka, big up to yourself, man. Did you hop on a new channel, man? I see you new. Big up to yourself, brother. Do you have a new channel? Let me know, man. I can go and subscribe. Looks like you have a logo on. I hope. I mean, big up to yourself. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining. Raya, Mosquera, Saliba, Gabriel, Encapiel, Luis Kelly, Rice, Eze, Saka, Martinelli, Gyökeres. That's your lineup in the flesh. I think, man, it's not bad. Like I said, any team that we create, any team that we bring out in this game, they should be able to do the job. If any team that we bring out cannot do the job against Burnley, man, like I said, we are not fit to win this league. This league is at the point where any player, even if you are, I mean, third 11 or fourth 11, if you're brought in on this pitch, do your job because we don't want any nonsense. We need this team to perfectly, by no observation or reservation, do their job and win the game for us. That's all I care about. Even if 1-0, I will take it. But I need any team that Mikel will bring in the pitch for this particular game, Monday Night Football, be there and perform and do your best and score your goal and do your job as a player. That's all we want. Win, win, win. 2 games. We already know the rhythm. Like I said, we are on the face of winning. This phase of winning, we should keep it. Phase of winning trophies. We have started from phase 1, winning nothing, progressing top 4, wherever, everything, Champions League qualification. We have finished that. Now it's the winning phase, a trophy phase. Let's complete the 2 doubles. If we can, we are still on the double, like Saka always say, on the double. Big up to yourself, guys. Inverted fullback, change the game. It's good. That's the challenge, with inverted fullbacks and stuff like that. That makes it a little tricky because, like I said, most of our fullbacks are not, they're not real fullbacks. They're just like, makeshift, center backs. So makes it difficult. Actually, the style of play that Mikel's play, that's the challenge because if you're a fullback, you need to, invert. If you come in and run up the pitch, so it's a lot of work for fullbacks. It's so much work. So that's why I think most of our fullbacks are getting injured. I know, Saliba and Gabriel has gotten injured this season, but not to the level of Calafiori and Timber, and also Nkape got injured a little bit in this press in the international game. So we still have those issues coming on every single moment in and there. It's been crazy at Arsenal, but it is what it is. So the season is almost done. What is the real fullback? Calafiori, Timber are solid. What I'm meaning is, like Timber is great. He's such a good left back. Right back. Calafiori is such a good right back, but Calafiori was bought not to play as a right back. Calafiori plays in Italy. He plays as a centre back. And Capo the same thing. In his team, Ecuador, he plays as a centre back. That's what I meant. And Timber also plays as a centre back in his nation, in his country. And also in Ajax, he used to play as a center back. So that's what I mean. Like we don't have like a specific player, like Manchester United maybe have Dalot. y- maybe Arsenal, Chelsea have Reece James. Manchester City probably has I don't even know who is their right back or whatever right now. They have all those like specific player that is a center back trade, or even a left back trade, a player like that. They're solid. Don't get me wrong, Calafiori and everything. They are solid players. But like what I mean is, if you have like, Trent Alexander Arnold, that kind of player where they are specifically known for that position. That's what I meant when I was talking about this. They are good players. I'm not saying Timber and Calafiori are not good players. They are good players, but they're not like original, you know, center back or original, left back and right back, the way Arsenal bought them as they were playing in their former clubs as right backs. That's what I meant. So the only two players, what is his name? Cinderless mentioned above there, like, it was Cedric and what is the other name? I think it was, Cedric was a one player that, was a regional right back that you can see he was a right back trait, something like that. That's what I meant with my thought, if you guys are not understanding. Then we have, Livermento. That's the guy that, because as Livermento, you really know, he is a right back. Is not like a makeshift right back. That is the kind of players that I want Arsenal, at least at the moment in the summer. If we can get somebody who is of a right back trait, or a left back trait. Of course, we don't need left back. We still have Calafiori, and right now they're gonna play. I don't think we will invest in right back. In left back. The two are so far good, but with the injury concern also with of Calafiori, it's alarming. Also, I don't know if we need more. I don't know if we need more. We need another right back. Left back, so that we can account for the injury that Calafiori is having at the moment. He's becoming a very very injury prone player for us. Livramento, I think that's great. I think thanks for reminding me, guys. I don't like the the color and the red and the dark red stripes. They should have kept it simple, and maybe uh, the Burgundy home kit 261. That is that would have been amazing. I think. You can't keep the same trade. I think they explain it. I think you joined late. If you go to the website, they explain why they have those strips on the brown and the red, and those brown one. It's like a strip that when you go to the Emirates, you see. Even when you look at the picture for the Emirates, you have those lines across on the I think I have the picture here. There is a line that you see on the Emirates um um like on the wall. They has those lines, so they kind of depicted those lines with the brown lines, and trying to this is all about, they said it's all about connecting the funds, and connecting the community and everyone who has supported Arsenal. The color looks nice to me, and they have like some textures also on it. When you look closely, it has like textures and a line mark across it. It's not like this one, but it's all like dotted. It has like a little bit of a texture on each side. If I get the real one, I will show you guys. I will take a little bit short quick pitch, but the one you saw on the online, it doesn't give you every single details on it. But hopefully we'll go. Home jerseys is just a given always. So hopefully the second kid might look nice for you, Bobby. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. Every jersey is not perfect for me. I've criticized other jerseys. Even this one, I bought it, but I don't really like the color. Sometimes, having it like this, it feels like you're going for for work or something. You're not even going to play football. I like the kind of the strap neck for the new one, and it just goes right close into your neck, other than having this bulky thing on here. That I like. Okay, rotating anxiety. Yes, he doesn't rotate. Yes, 100%. He overplayed his favorite, and runs them into the ground. I mean, you're completely correct, man. Seeing the flash, you are super super correct. Mikel has to change that next season. I think if he wants to be a good manager, give every player equal chance. Like, don't have your favorite. Don't have your favorite because I feel like he has those favorites where he's always playing those same players and he doesn't want to change. And when you look at the rotation, I mean, he has to rotate a lot to keep keep these players fit. Because at the end of the season, if we don't keep these players fit when it comes to April, like every single season, we have, we are weak. We don't win our games because of that rotation that is coming. Good evening, man. Good evening, Alex. Good to see you, man. Big up to yourself. Welcome for the show. Welcome to the show, I mean, and big up to yourself. And copy Mr. Undefeated if he is undefeated. If he's fit, shout start against Burnley, he will understand the assignment. Of course, for sure. I mean, Burnley doesn't give you a very, very big threat, in my opinion, but you need to be solid in the defense because anything can happen. The title is on the line, so you don't want to take any chance, man. You don't want to take any chance. We still have to make the history and do our job by winning, man. We need to do this and keep it winning, man. In the flesh, you're correct, man. Nkape would give us a very, very Nkapier, how they call it. I don't know why I call it Nkape. It's called Nkapier. That is the right pronunciation. Good. Let's see here. As I said, the last time I was in this room, maybe you guys were never what you said you guys were. What do you mean, Alex? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? We were never what we were before. Take your rightful place in second place. I mean, you are kidding me, man. I think you have to accept. When you're moving forward, when you're living, like there are some people who just blindly don't want to accept the truth. They see the truth. Their eyes can see very clearly that there is something ahead of them, but they just deliberately don't want to approach it. Like when you see a very beautiful girl coming in front of you, and you are like, "Oh, this girl is really, really beautiful," and then the fear and the terror and everything comes. You wanted to go and approach the girls, and right when you're about to approach the girl, you turn around, and the girl passes. You don't even have a chance to talk to them. That's how I think Alex is looking. You're seeing very clearly that we have a beautiful trophy coming in our front, and we approaching it. We are going for it, and it's just right 2 steps, just 2 steps to reach it. I think you have to kind of open your eyes and realize that this trophy is already ours, and we are finishing. No more butter job because this is gonna be the end of the butter job to everyone. There will be no butter job conversation after Monday. You know, there will be no butter job after Sunday, the last game. We will be winners. We will be champions of the Premier League. That's how I look at it. So open your eyes, man, and go and approach that girl if you're not married yet, and get married. You know, and celebrate and have more fun, man, Alex. If you're at the age, you should be 18 and above, though. These also players are preparing to lift. Um, I'm pissed. So for sure, man. We are on it, man. We are on it, man. We are on it. Um, Viana Noche, America. Big up to you, Miguel. I was just talking about Nkapie, man. Good, 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 good to see you, man. Vienna, I said Vienna's Noche. That is Spanish, right? Which says good night and so good morning. I have heard of that. Probably it's good night or good morning. I'm not sure. Let me know. I've heard of the word, but I don't know. I don't know Spanish, man. I don't know Spanish. I'm very, very poor in Spanish. That's the only word actually. I mean, I've heard of yeah. Is it called Buena Noche, something like that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I cannot call the way Arsenal players beautiful by any sense of the word. You're not supposed to call them beautiful, man. I'm not saying. I'm meaning the league itself. The Arsenal team. You guys are going to butter my job, butter job. I mean, and that's all you guys know. You will be here, Alex. You will be here, Alex. Come next week. And then you'll be surprised that you are celebrating and having fun with us as Arsenal fans. Of course, I'm gonna do a watch along for that last game. You guys can stay tuned. It would be right there. I will be live to do the watch along. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you not yet, a community, please join the community and also hit the bell notification, so that whenever I'm live, you will be available. So we'll have the watch along for the game against Burnley. I mean, against not Burnley, but a game against Crystal Palace. So be ready for that. And yeah, it will be massive. It will be massive, and I will enjoy it because it's the last game of the season, and they're gonna present the trophy as well. So we'll stay until we lift up the trophy and enjoy the moment. Of course, Alex, you're more than welcome to enjoy with us, next Sunday and have so much fun. It's gonna be exciting, and everybody will be on it. And I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to celebrate with you guys. I'm ready to, like I said, what is his name? Clark hasn't joined in yet for a while, so Clark knows that I said at least the regular members who has joined, the Arsenal stand for a while, they're gonna be having gifts. So you wherever you are, if you go and let me know on my Instagram and DM me there, you should be in good position, ready to get something after we win the league, like the regular members, people who have been here, every time we go live. Alex, of course, you will get at least one. Maybe you get Arsenal shirt. If you decide to join Arsenal, all of a sudden you'll get an Arsenal shirt for yourself. So in the flesh, of course, you will get something. Let me know wherever you are at some point. Yeah, go and DM me. By the end of the season, the regular people, the regular members, Miguel, let me know as well if your country accepts, shipping and stuff. Yeah, we get things to you, man. We'll get things to you just to celebrate the team, and celebrate the channel as well, and having fun as always. But let's see here. I think Alex already read that. I will never celebrate my Arsenal trophy because it's it, it's Alex, you're deluded, man. You are deluded, Ghana. You are deluded, man. Anyway, big up. Let me know your predictions for the game as well. Let me know your prediction for the game because I think Monday night football will be massive, man. It's gonna be massive game. And I think because of the situation that is, gonna be there, the players are still gonna do the same thing we did against Atletico Madrid, and have me meet and greet. That sets the stage, man. That sets the stage for every single game. And I think if we do that again, like we did against Atletico Madrid, Burnley players are gonna get lost. The amount of, you know, the way the fans at Arsenal against Atletico Madrid were with every the atmosphere was massive. If we create that atmosphere again on Monday night, I think Burnley players are gonna get lost. Like they wouldn't even, because that would mean we are champions. I think we can even get crowned as champions because I think the game between Manchester City and Bournemouth is going to be big. If Bournemouth can do something for us, if Bournemouth can even get a draw, because I think the game that might decide for us the title would be the game against Bournemouth because I don't see Manchester City winning against Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth at home, playing the way they're playing, and they're fighting to be in Europe. I think we may be declared champions even before we kick a ball on Sunday. That's how I look at it. We may be crowned champions before we kick a ball on the next weekend. Because Manchester City will play again, I think Thursday or Wednesday. Let me check here. I've check real quick. When is Manchester City playing Bournemouth? I think it's Wednesday or something. Bournemouth, that's a Sunday. Next game here. Let me see. When is Manchester City playing Bournemouth? That is on Tuesday. Wow, that's a short turnaround. They're playing today. in the FA Cup finals with Chelsea, and then again playing on Tuesday. Wow, that's a short turnaround. And I think Bournemouth at home, that's going to be the game. And I think if Bournemouth can do something for us, we'll be crowned champions before kicking the ball on the weekend, man. Look at that, Alex, man. How fun would that be? We'll be champions even before kicking the ball on on Sunday. What a day, man. What a day would that be? What is Miguel saying here? I think we will have 3-0 on Monday. I am sure the team will be flawless. I mean, yeah, for sure, man. This is the only game at home, like I said. If you're playing your last game at home, every time I've seen Arsenal play their last game at home, they always beat, they always thrash, let me use that word, wallop the team that we play. 5-0, 4-0. I've seen that happen. In the last game for the at the Emirates, we always score at least 4-3 games. I can track back the last few games. The only game that we didn't win at home, that was the Aston Villa game. But the rest of the few games that we were playing at home, the last game, we always win 3 goals and above. And I think with Burnley having that pressure at home, not really withstanding the amount of atmosphere that we shall have at the stadium, being the last game, I think we will wallop them. I think the minimum will be 4 goals. Like minimum will be 4 goals to me. That's just my opinion. But I think I'm going for I'm going for a 3-0 like you. Like you have gone with Miguel. I think 3-0 makes more sense to me. But we could get more. We could get more as long as we can score early and get our early goal. Burnley will be over the place. Like they will be all over the place because as we should have to go with that attack mindset, and this is the only game that we can outscore Manchester City. And if we can just score and score and score and score, it will be great. It will be great. I don't wanna force us to score. I don't want us to be like, we have to outscore Manchester City and have that magnificent goal difference. I still want to focus on winning, get that first goal, and then you can build from that first goal and get more goals. I don't want us to go with the mentality of like scorings. We have to just score 5 or 6 goals because at the end of it all, you may try and never score, and then you end up drawing the game, and we'll be back to goal difference. So I'd rather focus on at least getting that first goal after we get that first goal and score another one and score another one and score another one. That's how I look at it. Let's not force ourselves to like feel like we have to be pressured to score more goals in this particular game. That's how I would look at it with the game. And the players have gotten rest. Mikel Arteta gave them 2 days of rest. Now they're getting back tomorrow. I mean, on Sunday to have last training before they go on Monday. So that's a good refreshment. They should all be rested and coming back after enjoying their weekend with their family and stuff. So hopefully after returning from the 2-day rest, they should be in good shape really to perform against Burnley. And I think we should be able to beat them. If we don't beat them, that would be a pain. It would be absolutely a big pain and a big shame to the Arsenal team. Like I said, if we don't win against Burnley, it would be the biggest butter job we have ever had in the entire Arsenal career. That is how I look at it. But I give us 4-0 actually, not only 3. Let me give 4-0. That's my score. 4-0 for me. Um, Let me see. I mean, you guys sound deluded at all the time, man. Don't speak before you're spoken of. What do you mean? Arsenal delusion are great. I mean, sometimes you need that, Alex. Imagine if Arsenal are silenced by Burnley. It will never happen. I already told you, man. It will never, ever happen. Like I said, if Burnley takes a point from us, I will delete this channel. You will never find this channel on YouTube. If Burnley beat Arsenal at the Emirates on Monday, don't find this channel again. You will look for it and you will never find the Arsenal stand. You will never see Mr. Laughter on any Arsenal YouTube channel. That would be the end of it. That would be the end of it. Like, seriously, Alex, if we get beat by Burnley at home, this will be the last time you will see me. Even United. I mean, I think you support Manchester United. You said you don't support any team, but Alex, I think you support Manchester United, because every single moment there is no other team you have spoken about other than Manchester United for the last few days. Like y- for the last few days. Because you like Manchester United. I think you're a Manchester United fan. But big up to yourself, man. You guys are totally writing off Burnley. Okay, I'm not saying I'm writing off Burnley. Burnley is a good team. They will give us hard time, but I don't think they have enough balls, to take us to potentially beat us at home. I don't think they are that team that can give that shock at the Emirates and beating us. Even if they score the first goal, I think we will beat them after they score, because I don't trust their defending. I don't trust that they can contain the attack and the pressure of being, in at the Emirates, being the last game of the season. That's why I'm very confident. That's why I'm very, very confident about this. Um. Oh my God, that's big statement. What are you saying, man? I would delete the channel, man. If Burnley beat us at home, I would delete the channel. Like, absolutely, you won't see me. You will never see me on the Arsenal stand, and you have to look for another channel to entertain you guys, because that would be absolutely shambolic. Absolutely, which word can I mean? Devastating, frustrating. It would be it would be a disgrace, a complete disgrace, like complete disgrace for Burnley to beat Arsenal at home at this stage. 2 games to go. You're fighting for the Champions League, and you're playing against a team that has already been relegated, and you still let them beat you at home. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable completely, man. You guys will I will come back and roast Arsenal, and then after that I delete the channel. That's what I would do. If we don't win on Monday, I will come back and roast Mikel Arteta and roast all the players, and that will be the end of the channel. Trust me. I follow I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. So let's see what will happen. You might as well just push delete on your banter, man. Burnley have Kyle Walker. Pep might be talking to you. One player cannot change anything, man. One player cannot change anything. I think it's the same thing Burnley tried against. Burnley winning at the Emirates would almost mean like Arsenal is the worst team in the Premier League. You cannot let a relegated team beat you at the Emirates, and you are going for the title. League leaders to be beaten by a relegated team, already relegated team. Make it make sense, man. Like, realistically, make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense completely to me. A relegated team beating the title winners. How can you even imagine that? Like, how can you even imagine that? Like, it would be absolutely unacceptable. I would never accept. That's why I said, if that happened, even a draw would make me so pissed. But Burnley beating Arsenal at the Emirates, at least a draw would make sense. But a beating Arsenal, who is winning, who is just only 2 games to reach to to lift the trophy, 2 games, and you let Burnley come to your home and beat you, man. It doesn't make sense to me, Alex. It doesn't make sense to me. I know football is football. Everybody say that. But at this stage, with the atmosphere that we're gonna create, being the last game of the season, and how devastating would it be for the fans if Burnley beat us at the Emirates? How devastating would that be? How, imagine how would that end? Like, the people at the Emirates, imagine how that scene would be. I can't even think of it. Like like Mikel Arteta sometimes says, don't even think about losing. I only think about winning. And if I don't win, at least I have the positive mind. I cannot go to a game saying my team is going to be beat. Why is my nose so itchy now? My team is going to be beat. No, I don't have that mindset. I always go with the mindset that my team will win. And whatever happens, of course, I will back up my team. But Burnley, relegated already, winning at the Emirates, I don't see that coming, guys. That's just delusional. Like I said, Alex is just deluded. You guys are totally riding off Burnley in your score of 4-5. I mean, we have done that before. We have beaten Burnley 4-5 goals in of recent. The first leg, I think it was even 4-5. I don't remember the score line for Burnley in the first leg. Remind me. I think it was even 4-5, man. I'm not writing him off, but I think they will not withstand the pressure that will put on them. We will win no matter what. But we almost played a draw against Wolves. Last minute on goal saved us. I mean, I think Wolves was just a long time ago, man. With this moment, man. I mean, Bobby, look at the situation. Like, the look at the moment. Don't look at the game, but look at the moment that we have at hand. Look at the moment we have at hand. We need win. We need to win our game to win the trophy. How can Arsenal disappoint us to not win against a relegated team? Think about it for a second. How can you fail to win at home your last game of the season in front of 60,000 fans who have come to back you up and cheer for you and celebrate you winning the league, potential winning of the league, and you disappoint them with Burnley beating you at the Emirates? How shocking would that be? Other people would die right away at the Emirates. Like, how would that even make sense to me? I don't see that coming, man. I'm not saying Burnley is a bad team. I'm not saying Burnley is, is the worst team in the Premier League. But I don't see Burnley beating Arsenal. I don't see that. Even if I'm blind, man, I don't really see that. You guys will witness it when they come on Tuesday. Of course, we will be here after the game, and we shall talk about it. Trust me, 3-4-0 will be the scoreline. At worst, 2-0. That's how I look at it. But I see us scoring more than 3 goals in this particular game. You got to face the people that have spoken the truth. If you guys lose, how's that true Ghana shying away after you guys lost one game? I will be a true Ghana man. A true. I can't withstand being on the channel and talking about Arsenal if we get beat by a relegated team that has nothing completely to fight for, has nothing completely to even. They don't even gain anything from winning against us. That would be, like I said, it would be the worst moment of my life, and I will never forgive Arsenal if Burnley beats us. Absolutely, I will never forgive Arsenal. Um, uh, Monday game will be extended lunch for every soccer fan here in Ecuador. Despite me being an Arsenal fan since forever, Nkapie has created a great expectation as the first Ecuadorian gonna. Oh, really? Is he the first Ecuadorian? Really? I mean, Miguel. I thought we had a what was his name? There was a player at Arsenal who was from Ecuador. Was it? No. What is his name? Campbell. Is Campbell from Ecuador? No, maybe a different country. Because we had Campbell and what was the other guy? I thought Campbell was from Ecuador. No, no, no. I think you're right. Maybe it's the first one, I think. But I thought, oh yeah, maybe Campbell. Campbell is from this is Costa Rica. Yeah, maybe he's from Costa Rica. We had Campbell at Arsenal. That's the rest we have had Brazilian in the team. We had Brazilian, now we have Ecuadorian, and then Costa Rica, that guy Campbell, Joel Campbell. And who else was there? This are actually, I mean, we have Mexicans. I think Vela, I mean, Vela played for Arsenal as well. I think from America, those are the only three guys I know. Maybe there are others that played before I knew, but yeah, that's great, man. That's great. I think it's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. Big up to you guys. I thought you guys were a strong fan base. One loss at the end of the year. Silence is you. How you can guy. Uh, Silence is you. How can you guys call yourself strong fan base? I mean, we are strong fan base, man. We are strong fan base, whether hook or crook, man. Whether hook or crook. But at this point, man, if we get beat by Burnley, that is unacceptable. Like I said, Alex, bro, you are talking too much. I bet you won't be here next Sunday when we win the league. Absolutely correct, man. We will see him if he comes, man. He's talking here about when we win on Sunday, he's not gonna be around. Of course, I'm gonna do a watch along, so I hope he stays the whole time. From the start to the beginning. I hope you do that. Even if you don't come here, I will still come in your dreams, and we will dance. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Absolute legend to you, man. You're kidding me, man. You are great. I mean, you guys are just that pretenders, and Burnley going to provoke that. No way, no, man, Alex, you're kidding. I mean, you guys are being at the top for so long, and you guys done that before, and you guys still can be second. I mean, we can still be second if we don't do our job, but at this point I don't think we can. I mean, don't write off any team. Any team can come into your home and beat you. I mean, for sure, but not Burnley. No, 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 not Burnley at this stage. Not Burnley. It would be hilarious. Is that um is what it would be. I mean, it will. I mean, horrendous only. I don't know, hilarious. It would be horrendous performance. The moment's 90% of the argument, though. Let's see. Say you guys need to be seated twice, and you guys don't where you were. You guys then. I mean, you say being second against City. I mean, that was a big different moment. Oh, Direx, man, good to see you, man. Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all fine. I hope you're all good, man. How many times have you guys lost games that um you guys were supposed to win? Um, all right. Okay, guys. I mean, it's been good. It's been good, man. Anyway, guys, let's hang up today. It's getting late, man. It's getting late. Let me go sleep. Have some time here. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and big up to yourself. And wonderful, wonderful time being with you guys. Joel Campbell, Costa Rica. Alexis Sanchez, Chile. David Ospina, Colombia. Yeah, those are the players from Latin America. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about David Ospina. Yeah, great, 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 guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me go sleep, man. Good, 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 good. Thank you, man, for